How to make a cheap trellis. This is gonna be one of the cheapest trellis you ever make, and it will last a lot longer. And you can use it for tomatoes, beans, and other crops. Hello, welcome to 77's Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. Well, it is the beginning of the gardening season, and I saw a video from Jess from Roots and Refuge Farms, and she made a trellis, and it says it was steady and good. So I'm gonna try to make it over here, and I'm also gonna make a raised bed underneath it. So my goal is to make the raised bed with the trellis. On top of it, the tomatoes. I'm gonna plant tomatoes, and on the bottom of it, I'm gonna plant other vegetables like water leaf and pecan. So what I did was I got the TPosts. I got the TPosts and the cattle panel from Garden Supply, and I'm gonna start doing that right now. So I'm using the garden this to bob hogger to make the holes, and I have my T-post. I'm putting the T-post. I'm gonna try to bury the T-post in about a foot, just so that it's sturdy and secure. So I'm using my power drill with a bob hogger to make the holes. So I have the 3 holes right here. So you just want to make sure that the holes, one, the T-post is straight, and 2, you want to make sure that they are lined up straight together. They are not really you just want to make sure that they are straight and make sure that they are level. So next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of all the garden waste, like this corn stalks and grass clippings and leaves and everything, or even small sticks all around the garden to fill up the raised bed. So I'm just gonna put all of them down, and then I use the soil in the garden to cover it. Then I'm gonna put compost on top of it later on. So you just want to make sure that at least the raised bed is a little bit raised up, and then you fill it with compost. The top layer is gonna be compost. So so we have this side of it ready, so we're gonna do the other side of it. So the main thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the cattle panels are 16 feet. So I'm gonna try to make sure that it's at least 20 feet, so that on the ends of the raised bed I can still put like other tomato cages that I have to extend it. So right now what I've done is I bought some coil lumber. Coil lumber is lumber that has issues, and they sell it at 70% off. I have a video that tells you more about that. I'll see if I can put that video, the link to that video, in the description below. But all these lumber that I got from Home Depot, I got them at 70% off, and I'm gonna use that for the raised bed. So now I just put up the cattle panel. I'm using zip ties to put up the cattle panels, and I raise the cattle panel up at close to 2 feet up in the air, so that way at least the tomato height, the height of the whole system is gonna be like 7 feet or 8 feet. That way usually my tomatoes grow very tall up, so I just want to make sure that they still have that support even if they go up to like 7 or 8 feet. So at the bottom I'm gonna be able to start tying the tomatoes when they are at least 3 feet. So I tie the cattle panel on the T-post, and the T-post, I tied the cattle panel like 4 spots on the T-post. I bought this zip tie. This is UV, outdoor UV protected. It's supposed to last a lot longer, zip ties. So I tied them on 4 spots on each T-post, and the goal was to tie them right now, experience it for the first year and see how it goes. I might be able to adjust it, I might be able to move it, I might be able to do some if you want to just use it permanently on that spot, then you can buy like clips and other stuff that will be permanent. But this, I just want to make sure that it's good and it's where it's gonna be permanently. Then we can worry about that later on. So what I did next was I fill up the rest of the bed with some compost. I got some compost from my compost pile, and I also got some compost from our town recycling center, and I just fill up the whole raised bed with it. And what I'm gonna do next is just cover it with leaves from last year, so that way the leaves are gonna prevent weeds from coming out from the bed, and it's also gonna maintain the moisture in the raised bed. And also next year those leaves will become good quality compost for next season. So that's what I just did. And I planted some tomatoes already, as you can see. I planted some tomatoes already at the bottom. I just planted the 2 tomatoes that I got. These are just 2 new special tomatoes that I bought from the store. The ones that I'm growing, they're not up to, they're not ready to be transplanted into the raised bed, but maybe I'll keep you guys updated on that later on throughout the growing season. But I will plant more. So the guide from Jess, she said you can plant like 20, plant the tomatoes like 20 inches apart to get enough space for the tomatoes. That's up to you. I will gauge it based on what we have and see if I can plant the 20 inches apart, or I can plant a little bit more and then just prune the tomatoes and make sure that they're nice and spacious, and also be able to get more tomatoes in this spot. So so it's all set now. It's done. So hopefully we'll get some good results from the tomatoes this year. This year the weather has been really tough, hot and cold, as it hasn't been as hot as usual. So hopefully we'll get some nice weather going forward, and we'll be able to have these tomatoes start growing, and I'll be able to get some good tomatoes. This one is much better. I think it's much better than the other, like the tomato cages. I've got a lot of tomato cages and other stuff that I've used in the past, but the problem with tomato cages is that sometimes, most of the time, my tomatoes grow more than, and I have to find sticks and other stuff to support it. So I'm hoping that this one would be able to hold it and support it, despite all the size and the growth that it's gonna get. It's gonna have the height, it's gonna have the sturdiness. Also, check out the other videos that I have on the playlist. If you're looking for something in particular, I might have the video ready, so check those videos out. I'll see if I can put the links to some of the videos and the playlist down below in the description. Also, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. And if you have any other great ideas that I don't know about, or different ways of doing it, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to see if I can learn from, like I learned from this from Jess, I can learn from some other stuff from you. So thank you, and happy growing, everybody. If you like the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Happy growing, everybody.